All right. So come to your knees on the blanket first. Just sit on the padded surface. So to protect your knees, sit on your sit bones on the heels, and hands on the thighs. Just take one deep inhale together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down on the mat and just tilt your torso to the right. Very gentle. And feeling a bit stretch on the left waist, maybe around your left ribs. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, left hand down and tilt your torso to the left. Just very, very gentle to start with. Inhale up. One more time. This time, walk your right hand outward. And then tilt your torso a little more. But you still have the support from your right hand on the mat. Maybe you can bend your right elbow just to facilitate a little lengthier stretch on the left side. And just normal breathing, recognize the stretch. Next, inhale, push yourself up to tall, reach your fingertips to the sky. And then exhale, left hand out. Put left hand, move away from the hips. Just a little deeper stretch on the right side. Next, inhale, come back to center. And then come up to your knees. So you can have your back toes tucked or untucked, whichever you choose. So usually if you have some knee problem, you can tuck your toes. So we'll continue to do side stretch. Extend your right foot out on the same plane as your left knee. So same plane. And then inhale, arms up, wide, and exhale, right palm on right thigh, left palm to the sky, and then tilt your torso to the right. So this is a longer side stretch, lengthier side stretch. Inhale, come back to center. And now left hand to the mat, and then right hand point to the left side of your room. So this is like extended. They're all in the same plane. Your right hand, your right foot, your torso, your left knee, and your left hand. They're all in the same plane. Just inhale and exhale here. And next inhale, come right up to the center. And then exhale again, tilt your torso to the right. So there's one more help you can use. If it's too much, you can use a block on the other side. So let's stay here for one more breath. Inhale, come back up. Then the next exhale, and go to the left side. You can use the block if, earlier you can't put your left hand on the mat. So now you form a real long line between your right outer edge of the foot and your right hand, your right fingertips. Extend your right fingertips toward your left side. And then keep your right foot grounded on the mat. Inhale deep. Exhale. Now the next inhale, turn your torso toward the sky a little more. And that facilitates chest opening. Nice. Next inhale, come up. And then retract your right foot. We'll do the other side. So Inhale, extend your left foot out. So your left leg is on the same plane as your right hip and knee. And then extend your arms wide. Inhale here. Exhale, tilt your torso to the left. So your left palm on the left thigh. And then your right arms are extended. Nice. Hello, baby. Inhale, come back to center. Then exhale, put your right hand on the mat or on the block. Make sure it's on the same plane. Extend your left arm to the right. Form this really straight, strong line between your left arm, left hand and the left foot. Just keep your hips forward because we tend to sit hips back. And then breathe. And then for one more breath, keep your chest open by tilting your chest toward the ceiling. Nice. Inhale, come back up. And then one more side, one more. Inhale here, exhale, tilt torso to the left. Always checking your arms, your legs, your hips, your chest in the same plane. Inhale, point your right fingertips away. Exhale, surrender to the side bend. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right palm down. Extend your left arm out. So one more time. This time, it might bend deeper. You might come to fingertips onto the floor or palms onto the floor. And also check your hips. Be on the same line of your right fingertips, your chest, and your left foot. And next, inhale big, come back up. And exhale, come back to your knees and sit down. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, we do a bit of a twist. So tight, a very gentle twist. Left hand on right thigh, twist from your lower abdomen and then to chest and then to shoulders. Finally, twist your head, look to the right. Your right fingertips are behind your buttocks. And now look both your eyes to the rightmost corner to incorporate some eye exercise. Just look really hard. Look so hard. It's your eye muscles. Get some exercise. Every inhale, reach your crown to the sky. Every exhale, surrender to the twist to the right. And the next inhale, close your eyes. Turn your chest back to center. Arms up to the sky, fingertips pointing to the sky. Exhale, turn your right palm on left thigh and turn to the left. Turn your head to the leftmost possible. And then look your both eyes to the left corner. Look really hard. You might feel a bit of a strain of the muscle, but that's why we don't usually exercise those muscles behind the eyeballs. And then next, inhale, close your eyes, return to center. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, just fold forward to child's pose. So your palms on the floor. Have your forehead on the floor if you can. Otherwise, just relax here. Inhale deep. Exhale, relax. Now push yourself up to all fours. And then we'll just do some cat and cows here. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look up. Exhale, round your lower back, mid back, upper back, push your both palms. Inhale, drop the lower belly, mid chest, shoulders open, look up. Exhale, round your lower back, mid back, upper back, push palms. Now do that with intention. Visualize your spine rolling like a wave. For the last 2 breaths, pause between the breath. When you inhale full, stay there with the inhale inside. And then exhale, exhale fully. When you finish all the air out, hold it there. And then once more, inhale, inhale fully. And then with all the air in your lungs, hold there. Hold, hold. Exhale, round, lower back, mid back, upper back, and exhale all out. And then hold there. And then come back to center and wiggle your butt, left and right. So you're on the all fours, just wiggle butt, left and right. Now put your butt on the right and look to the left. So this might give you a bit of hip stretch on the outer right hip. Just stay here and look to the left heel. Keep your butt hanging to the right. And I know it just seems to have a bit of stretch here. Now next inhale, come back to center and then let your butt to the left and look to the right heel. Look back. Yes, very good. Just let your butt be so heavy. It just go to the left, but it was limited by the mobility. And stay there. And now come back to center. Now we do some glutes exercise. So put your knees together. So we're here. So I'll show you once and then we'll do it together. So it's up to tiger pose. So put your foot flexed. So up, down, up, cross. So you cross your right knee to the left side, okay? So we do that 10 times each side. Now let's start. Up, down, up, cross, up, down, up, cross, up, down, up, cross, up, down, up, cross. Engage your core. Up, cross, up, down, up, cross, up, down, up, 6, down, 7, up, down, up, 8, up, down, up, 9, up, down, up, 10, up, return. Okay, so your right glutes might feel a bit of a firing now. And the next thing we do is on the left side. So up, down, up, cross, up, down, up, cross, up, down, up, cross, up, down, up, 4, up, down, up, 5, good. Keep your square hips, nice. And keep your palms sticky on the floor, shoulders open wide, up, down, up, 7, up, down, up, 8, up, down, up, 9, up, down, up, 8, up, down, up, 10, up, down. Great. Now push back to child's pose and keep your knees wide open and big toes touch. Just relax your head on the floor. Keep your chest as close as you can to the mat. Extend your arms long and forward. Very nice. Now slowly come up back to all fours. Narrow your knees. And we'll do a bit of a fire hydrant. So fire hydrant is knees on the side, 90 degrees. So when you're on the side, if you go to see this way, so it's on the side. Keep your knees 90 degrees. We'll stay here for small pauses 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, come down. And then we do the left side 10 times. Left knee up, 90 degrees. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, come down. Now, we want to have this extended this glutes, so push back to downward dog. Now walk your dogs left and right first. Feeling your hamstring. Now inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Now do that 10 times. Inhale, plank. Now wave your spine. When you exhale, wave from your lower back, mid back, upper back. And finally, reach your heels toward the floor. So inhale, roll your spine forward and all the way to plank. Exhale, lift your hips, roll your spine back, and then heels down. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, downward dog. Do it slowly. Inhale, forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, forward. Exhale, downward dog. So do it with completion. Inhale. And for the last two, when you finish an inhale to plank, stay there for 3 breaths. Inhale, and stay here for 3 breaths. So when you're at plank, check your thighs, lift your kneecaps, tuck your belly button towards spine. So suck your belly button in, but open your chest, keep your shoulder blades wide open. Very nice. And then lift your buttocks, come back to downward dog. Now stay in downward dog for 2 breaths. Now put your big toes together. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, put your right leg to the left. So it's like a scissor. Put your right leg to the left side in the middle, to the left side. So it's your right foot is between your left palm and the left foot. Very good. And then push your palms to a like downward dog. This stretches your IT band. And just push your both palms. You probably will feel your right IT band and maybe even left hamstring. And stay here. Very nice. And now move to plank. Stay the same for the foot. So you're like scissoring the foot. And then move to downward dog. So if I go into this pose, so this is, and move to downward dog. And then shift to plank. One more time, move to downward dog. and then shift to plank, and then put your right foot back, come to plank, and then shift to downward dog. And then knees down, just come to child's pose for 2 breaths of rest. And inhale, push yourself back to downward dog. Next, inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, put your left foot to the right of your body. So your left foot is in between. It's like outside of your mat in the position. They form a triangle. Very nice. And now push your both palms back to like a downward dog, but it's scissoring your both legs. So your legs are scissoring, and it stretches your left IT band. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Now inhale, shift to a plank, scissoring plank. Exhale, move to downward dog, scissoring. Inhale, scissoring plank. Exhale, scissoring downward dog. And inhale, scissoring plank. Exhale, scissoring downward dog. Just feel your 2 legs like scissors, a pair of scissors. And then inhale, come to plank. Return your left leg back to a plank position. And knees down, shift your buttocks back to child's pose. Inhale, come back up to all fours. Now we're gonna do some hip flexor stretch. Come to downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, put your right foot in between hands. Left knee down. So put your knees on some sort of pad, so low lunge. So we stay here, shift your hips forward 5 times. Just gentle shift. And then feeling your left hip flexor. And you can untuck your back toe if you don't have any knee problem. But you can tuck your toe. Now keep your hands on the right thigh. Just stay here. We'll stay here for 5 breaths because this is actually a very intense position for the hip flexor. So we'll stay here for long. If you want a little more strength building and balance, you can have your hands up to the sky on inhale, and when you exhale, come to cactus arms. Okay. Otherwise, you can stay here, but just put hands on the thigh. So inhale, hands up, exhale, cactus arm. And also keep your tailbone tucked so you don't have a curved spine. So inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale. Now, if you're doing this, then come back to the thighs and then hands to the mat. Now put your right foot toward outside of the mat. So shift it out. Put your both hands on the left side of your right foot. We're gonna do lizard pose. So lizard pose, we continue to stretch the left hip flexor. You can stay here, or you can come down to your elbows, or maybe you can come down to elbows on the block. So put a block and then put your elbows down. And you can roll your right foot toward outside of your mat. And that gives you a bit of stretch on the right glutes. And continue to stretch your left hip flexor. So now you can stay here. If you want more of the stretch, we'll incorporate the twist. So if you want to do the twist, put your left hand on a block or on the mat. Now right hand on, push your right thigh outward. So your torso will turn to the right. Okay, first stage, stay here. And then bend your left knee so you can reach your left foot with your right hand. It's a twist. So twist from your lower abdomen to your chest. Very good. And then pull your left foot toward your buttocks. That stretch your quads. Okay, keep your chest open. You can keep your head aligned with your spine. Very nice. Inhale deep. Exhale. It's very hard to breathe with a twist, but keep deepen your breath. If you're on the lizard, keep on the lizard. And maybe you can go lower, either onto your elbow from your palms or your elbow on the block to the mat. Now, if you're holding your back foot, release it. And then slowly come back to center. Put your both palms onto the floor. Now, everyone put both palms onto the floor. Tuck your back toe if you haven't. Now lift your left knee off the floor. Stay here for one breath. And now keep your palms onto the floor, really grounded. Use your shoulders and then step back your right foot to a plank. And then shift to downward dog. And then knees down, come to child's pose for 2 breaths. Now on the inhale, come back up, push to downward dog. And next inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, left foot between your hands, right knee down. And then just come to your fingertips, shift your hips forward 5 times. Very nice. Now put on the inhale, put your both palms on the left thigh and keep your spine straight, hips square, keep shifting your hips forward. So both hips shifting forward. Very good. If you did the active part for the last time, we'll do that again. Inhale, hands up, stretching your arms straight. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. One more time. Inhale to the sky. Now exhale, hands come down to left thigh. Stay here for one more breath. Next, exhale, hands down to the mat. Now both hands on the right side of the left foot. Shift your left foot outward. Now just come to a lizard pose. Either just directly go to your elbows. If it's too much, then put your elbows on the block. You can untuck your back toe. You can just stay here it will continue to stretch your right hip flexor. The psoas muscles, the biggest muscle in your hip area. Now for the people who did the quad stretch and twist, now we continue that journey and everyone else can stay here. So right hand on the block or on the mat, start to turn your torso to the left. Keep your left knee outward. So push your left knee thigh outward with your left hand. And also make sure your right shoulder doesn't collapse. So keep it really long and strong. So this is the first step. And then bend your right knee and reach with your left hand to your right foot. So listen carefully. There are a lot of left and rights. Reach your right foot with your left hand and then pull your right foot toward your buttocks and keep turning your torso to the left. Align your spine, your head and neck. Very nice. And every single inhale, just reaching your crown in the same direction of where your spine is. And exhale, surrender to the twist. And surrender to let your right heel reaching your buttocks. This deepens your stretch for the hips all around. There's hip flexor, there's quad stretch, and left outer glute stretch, and a twist. This pose is very, very versatile. One more inhale. Exhale, release your right foot and slowly come back to front, both palms on the floor. Keep your palms really grounded, fingers wide open and chest open. Now lift your right knee off the floor. Stay here for one breath and feeling all the groundness of your palms as well as your both feet. Now push your palms and then retract your left foot back to plank. Inhale here. And then exhale, knees down and shift to child's pose for a rest. Very good. Now inhale, come back to all fours. We'll do some hip stretch. And the hip stretches. Let's do a bridge pose. So if you do have blocks, that would be great. Because some of the bridge poses we'll do here is very relaxing and we need support. So if you don't have a block, you can use thick books or something about just 3 inches wide, or you can use a poster or something. So come to your back. Your knees are hip width apart, feet on the floor. Let me take this away. Palms on the floor. We first do a bit of a mobility for the lower back. So inhale, just tuck your tailbone, come up a little bit, like 2 inches off the floor. And then exhale, put your hip down. Inhale, come up a little bit, exhale down. So this is a very mild pose. We just do 5 more times here. A small mobility exercise for our lower back. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. For the last 2, when you do inhale up, keep lifting your pelvis towards sky. And exhale, 1 vertebrae at a time, come down. Keep your breath really long. Inhale, slowly rise, 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 rise. And then exhale, slowly go down, 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 down. For the last one, we rise and we stay there. Rise your pelvic bone toward the sky, and then interlace your fingertips behind your buttocks, roll your shoulders in, lift your sternum, and keep using your feet on the mat. So this is actually a very good counter pose also for your hamstring. It's a repairing for your hamstring. Lifting your pelvic bone towards sky and engage your buttocks. This actually makes our buttocks round and firm. So Brazilian butt exercise, this is great. And stay here, one more breath. Exhale, slowly come down, interlace your fingers. And then we will use the blocks for a front hip stretch. So keep your blocks handy or whatever can support your lower back. So come up and then put a lower portion under your sacrum. So put lower under your sacrum, or even if you have a pillow, it's good too. And then straighten your leg one at a time. Just straighten. And let your legs really be heavy and feet fall away from each other. And we'll stay here for 1 minute. And then stretch your arms above your head, like really long. You can stretch your arms straight, or you can have your arms cactus shape. So the cactus shape, your elbows on the floor and 90 degrees between your forearm and upper arm. Just relax. And now slowly bend one knee at a time. And then just hold wherever your blocks are. We'll do a minor inversion supported. So lift your leg one at a time to the sky. If you don't have a block or anything, you can put your hand under the sacrum. Just a minor inversion. Very good. And then slowly lower down your foot to the mat. Lift your hips. Take out the support you have. Now slowly put your hands on the knees and just slowly roll here. A few times left, a few times right. Okay, now if you have a towel or a belt, this is what we're gonna do for the stretch next. So it's a hamstring stretch as well as your hip stretch. So go get a towel if you don't have one yet. And if you have a strap, just make a loop. It doesn't matter if it's a loop or not. And then when you're ready, take your right foot and put your towel or belt right under the ball of foot. And then straighten your right leg up to the sky. Okay, so if you should explore your own body here. So your left foot can be on the floor like this bend knee, But otherwise, try to explore, put your left leg long on the floor. So your left heel on the floor. Now keep pulling slowly your right foot over your head. So that gives you a right hamstring stretch. And walk your hand toward your foot. And we'll stay here for 1 minute. So make it such that it's comfortable, but you feel the stretch on your hamstring. It's the right hamstring. And try to push your left hip down. And now explore another micro movement in your body. That is to sit your right sit bone down and out. So put your right sit bone toward the earth and down to your left foot. Now feel your right hamstring again. So that micro movement in your body that no one can see, only you can feel. That's like dancing, right? Dancing tango. You do something only you or your partner can feel it. No one else can see. Very nice. 3 more seconds. Now put your towel on the right hand and now guide your right leg to the right. You know, open the hip. So maybe your right foot all the way goes to the floor. If not, it can land on something, support your right leg. And we'll stay there for 1 minute. You can use a block or anything to support your right foot, right thigh, so it's landing there comfortably. Only need your right hand to keep it in place. Now keep your left hip down with the help of your left hand. Ground your left hip. Very nice. And can keep pulling your right foot toward your head. That opens even more your hip. So the effect is much better when you stay in one position relaxed and for a longer time. This is the principle of yin yoga. Now 1 minute passed, and guide your right leg back to center. And now guide your right leg to the left. Using the towel on the left hand, just let your right foot land on the left of your body. And then turn your body to the flat on the mat, and then turn your right arm out, extend, and turn your head to the right. And keep pulling your right foot toward your chest with your left hand on the towel or belt. Try to reach your right shoulder toward the mat if it's not on the mat. And now you probably feel the right gluteus, the glutes, all the glutes. They are firing in my body. And keep breathing and being relaxed. Let your hip be so relaxed. When your muscles are relaxed, then the connective tissue will activate. Now 1 minute is down. Guide your right foot back to center slowly. And then bend your right knee. And then bend your left knee to the chest. Change sides. Put your towel or loop on the left foot. And you can keep your right foot on the mat first, then your right knee. And then straighten your left leg. Just pull your left leg toward your head a few times, feeling it. And then extend your right foot, right leg down to the mat. Flex your right foot. Flex your both feet. And keep pulling your left foot toward your head. You can slightly bend your knee, left knee, if you're very tight on the hamstring. So this is a hamstring stretch. Now using the micro movement, sit your left sit bone down to the mat and down to your right foot. So this direction. So down and down, down and out. And have your left toes, flex your left toes toward your head. Okay, now put your towel or belt on the left hand and guide your left leg to the left. Lots of left. And then keep your right hip down. If it doesn't go down, try to support your left leg with something so your left leg can be restful. And both hips on the mat. Both sit buttocks on the mat. Keep your arms wide, right arm open wide. Keep pulling your left foot toward your head. So that will continue to stretch your inner thigh. Very good. Now guide your left leg back to center. And then let it fall slowly to the right. With the towel or belt on your right hand, and turn your left arm stretch out on the left side. So hopefully your left shoulder is on the mat. If it doesn't, you might also have a shoulder stretch here. Turn your head to the left. It's a twist as well as a outer hip stretch. And keep pulling your left foot toward your head. And then relax your left hip entirely. Just send the relaxing energy there. And now slowly guide your leg back to center. And then bend your left knee. And then let your right knee bend toward chest. Just hug your knees in lightly and massage the sacrum. And the other direction. And now put your feet down to the earth. And we'll do a twist as well as hip stretch, but this time is figure 4. So put your right foot on top of left thigh. Now shift your buttocks to the right for 2 inches, so as far as you can move, and then let your both legs fall to the left. Now you can get your right foot with left hand and pull it toward your chest. And now turn your torso and turn your head to the right and just rest here. And this gives you a outer hip stretch on the right side. It also is a good lumbar spine twist. We'll stay here for 1.5 minutes. Completely surrender. Just observe your own body. Where are the sensations? Are you holding back? Or you're trying to fight? Just anything, observe it. Recognize it. There's no judgment. The body is perfect. It's serving you. Take one deep inhale. Feeling all your right side, the waist, as well as the right outer hip. Exhale, surrender. Next, inhale, slowly come back to center. Lower down your right foot. Shift back to center with your hips and put your left foot on top of right thigh. Shift your hips to the left and now let your legs fall to the right onto the floor. Your left foot is completely on the floor. So grab your left ankle with your right hand. Now keep your back flat on the floor, look to the left. Completely relax. Recognize your sensations. Take one more deep inhale. Recognize all the sensations from your left side waist to your left outer hips. And then exhale, surrender. Next, inhale, slowly turn your legs back to center. Buttocks back to center, lower down your left leg. Hug your knees in for a few rows of left and the right. And then come to the time for Shavasana. So today's Shavasana is a bit of a restorative pose. So there are, this is what I suggest. If you do have all the gears like a bolster, put it behind you. And if you have two what do you call, blocks, put on the side. If you do have belt, it's gonna get fancy. But if you don't have a belt, this is simply what you do. Put in a butterfly pose and then lean to your bolster and open arms wide. And you can have your blocks to support your thighs, under your thighs or your knees. So the key is we stay here for an extended period of time. So at the beginning, you want to feel super comfortable because when your muscle relax, your deep tissue is going to start expand. So if you do have the belt, then we can make it even fancier by making a loop. It's going to be hard over the Zoom, but I will try to show you. You can put it behind your back, lower back. Okay. And then put another side, so over this to your foot. So your belt is running from your lower back all the way to the foot. Now you tighten the belt, and this way your butterfly is also very tight. It's supported without the block. And then once you go down, you can continue to tighten the belt so your feet are closer to your pelvis. So if you have all the gears, that's what you do. And if not, then just lay down, have arms wide open, feet flop open, and rest. Close your eyes. Start to be aware of your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax the area around your eyebrows, between your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Let the muscles behind your eyes relax. Relax your cheeks, your jaw. Relax the back of your head. Let your neck be long. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Let your chest soften. Let your belly soften. Relax your entire back. Feeling supported. Bring your awareness to your hands. Relax all the fingers, wrists, elbows, and back to your shoulders. Now bring your awareness to your hips, the front of your hips, the back of your hips, and all around your hips. Relax your thighs, your hamstrings, your knees, and your calf muscles. Let your ankles being relaxed, your feet, and all the toes relaxed. Breathe softly. Breathe consciously. Breathe peacefully. For the next few minutes, just to rest here. And stay as long as you wish. Thank you for taking care of yourself, coming to attend the class.